Ali, if you had to choose to go a full season with a clean sheet or a full season with 3 goals per match on average. But you don't know what the results are.
I would go three goals for sure. Can you imagine? So it'll be 0-0 till the end of the season. We score 0 goals.
No, I didn't say that.
This makes it different. So as
it's just a record you get that you've gone for a clean sheet for the whole season. No one's ever scored a goal against you.
and we score how I would go that for sure.
So they're records. Well, would you have this record or this record, regardless of whether you win or you lose?
So having the highest scoring in history,
Probably in the league.
or a clean sheet till the end.
Yeah.
A clean sheet would get us promoted, I'm sure. You'd have a minimum of 46 points, and then you'd probably add on another, if we're doing really badly, another 30 points. I say 10 wins out of 46 games, so that 30 points and then
Clean sheet, huh?
clean sheet galore.
So I promised after our visit to Salisbury, so a lot of the podcast listeners have told me that they're upset that we talked about hamstrings because 2 days later. Let's not talk about it. So I promised I'll be talking about scoring from now on. So let's talk about scoring, the importance of scoring. So we go back to this again and again, but you've mentioned, and this was a question I had for you in the Arabic podcast. Would you rather what position would you want to go for as a star in the team? And you said striker.
Yes.
And now we're lacking in goal scoring. Not today, or not against Totten, if whenever you were watching this. But
My forecast, I expect us to win 3-1. That's at least me.
he did actually think it was going to be 3-1, and he got it. He got the 3-1. No, it was 2-1. 2-1. Yes. Toby was the one that got 3-1. And
Toby was Dave.
Toby.
David said 3-1. David 3-0?
I'm pretty sure Toby got 3-1 because he told me before the match, and we're watching right next to each other. Yeah. And
well done, Toby.
Yeah. So scoring.
In the book, How to Win the Premier League, it mentioned the importance of scoring goals, and an example of that to elaborate, to show you just how important it is. If you would notice the teams that rely on data, let's say the Brightons, the Bournemouth, these teams that are really data centric, they would tell the manager, listen, even if you're 1-0 up against a stronger team and you're down 1 man, attack. Do not sit back and absorb the pressure and wait for them to score.
So the data says?
Data says go for a win instead of going for a draw. Never play for draw. You either win or you lose. A draw is a loss. 1 point is nothing. It is either you go for bust and score a goal, or it leaves you susceptible to letting a goal. Statistically, it is much more valuable than a draw. That's why these guys, the strikers, they are the most valuable players in football. They are paid the real money, the majority. They are the most expensive players. It's because they get you the points. You can sit back, you can keep clean sheets, but then if you don't score the goals, it's totally useless, right?
Yeah, last season's new Barcelona manager.
Hansi Flick, yes.
He was all-out attack at all times. Winning, losing, tied, just attack at all times. And there was a lot of success that came from that.
And there's data and science.
Yeah, that's worth more.
Oh, yes.
Because this could be luck, or it could be better players, or could be, right?
It's entertaining, it's fun, it statistically makes a lot of sense. Yeah. There's a reason they do it. Believe me, we try, but it's easier said than done. You need a special kind of player to play to that system. So basically, that's the way they play, and it makes a lot of sense. And as I said, the data focused teams play that way.
Yeah. That's
You
important.
can't get the reason was, I think it was the Brighton manager or the owner said Bloom. He's really into data. So he was like, I would tell him what I said earlier: 1-0 down, 1-0 up, having a player sent off, last 2 minutes of the game, you still attack. The reason is, he said that even if I say that, managers tend to be defensive. So they'll go back to defending. But if you push this onto them, eventually, they'll be, you know what? All right, let's not sit back 100% with the
Right,
park the bus.
yeah.
Let's just do a mid block or a low block,
Okay.
So it at least gives that. Because you notice some of the games that we won, for example, 1-0. You tend to sit back and then the pressure mounts and mounts and mounts.
There's no
and
space.
mounts. And it's relentless pressure. Eventually, something's going to give. If you have really good strikers, and everyone's pushing. Even the central defenders are going up into the box trying to get headers in and overloading that area. It'll give eventually. So that's why data says, don't do that. Focus on attack and keep the pressure on both sides. And that's the shirt that Mo Faal is gifting me. Thank you very much.
Sign.
We can do it on
Yes.
camera again. So thank you very much for Mo Faal. We are here today with my good friend, Muhammad Faal. So it is a privilege for him to join us and watch the Totten game here. And it was fun sitting next to him and listening to his viewpoints and opinions on what he saw. And I asked him if he would be interested to record and share his wisdom with our viewers, with the faithful. And here he is.
Alhamdulillah. Thank you for inviting me to speak and share the stage with this very good man.
Thank you very much.
The game that we watched today, I think I saw a team that was working hard for each other, fighting, running, and I think we could have won more by 3-1. I think the first half we had a lot of opportunities to make sure that 1-0 should have been 2 or 3.
Yes.
I was sat next to him, he was very very tense, but
very tense and shivering too.
every 20 seconds. But alhamdulillah, the result turned out the way that on the balance of chances and play. It's good that the 3 points was in Salisbury's way.
Yes, very valuable indeed. It was much needed. So what did you see? What did you like?
I think I thought the front line was very fluid today. I think at times you couldn't tell who was up front. There was times you couldn't tell who was in the 10. Even in the midfield, it was very fluid. I think Salisbury kept possession very well. Very well.
You gotta be careful when you say we.
I know. I have to be very careful.
We're not implying or mentioning anything. So we are just here. He's a friend of mine, and he's
discussing football. But I thought Salisbury kept the ball well. The rotations in midfield were really good.
Tell me what, that fluidity in attack. Why is it good?
Well, if you're fluid in attack, it makes the defenders, they don't know who to pick up. They don't know whether this guy is going to be running in behind towards the goal or this guy is going to be coming short to get the ball, and it just moves the defense about. If you're static and it's easy to mark, it's predictable, your moves, and as a forward, as a striker, it's important to be fluid. It's important to be unpredictable, and that's how you will score your goals.
So why do some strikers just stay stagnant? They just stand and they don't move? Is it?
Well, sometimes it could be tactical. Sometimes it could be the way that they play. But usually it is probably team dynamics. And sometimes the way that they play. But for example, me, I like to move. I like to be fluid. I like to be on the go. I don't like to stay in one space. So I think that's how I get my goals. I think that's how I arrive in opportunities to also create for other people. So I think we saw that today as well. Lots of people making runs in behind, which freed up a lot of space for players like Hedges, Coppin,
And
to
your
score the
man
goals.
also, Tommy.
And my man Tommy, exactly. Can't forget Big Tommy. So I liked what I saw today, and hopefully in the next games,
Hopefully,
it continues. It continues that way, you know.
Who was your man of the match?
My man of the match. So we was debating this, wasn't
Yes,
we? We was talking
yes.
about our man of the matches, and I thought initially Muhammad Faal had a very good game.
Yes.
He was everywhere, like a Duracell bunny. Zoom, zoom,
Yeah.
zoom, zoom. But also another candidate for me was Ogunleye,
Yes.
the number 6. I thought he had
Malachi.
I thought he had a
The Bournemouth
very good
youth.
game. There we go. I thought he had a very good game. He controlled the game, controlled the tempo, lots of passes, lots of touches, picking up second balls, defending, heading. I think he done everything today. So, and I think his position, those are the ones that go unnoticed, those performances.
We were talking about that. Speaking
Yes.
about this, how it really takes a special eye in football that knows what's going on, you know, to acknowledge or to enjoy or
Right.
to give credit to the 6.
Definitely.
You know, a sitting midfielder, a defensive midfielder. It's a thankless job. A lot of
It is.
running, a lot of reading the play. You know, stopping runs. You know,
Definitely.
these selfless, just a nudge to throw him off with his runs. Being in the right place in the right time, just to block off these passing lanes.
Definitely.
You know, it's thankless. But it needs an eye for football to actually acknowledge how important it is.
Definitely.
And what this position entails and how important it was. And it was absolutely critical, I agree. Today
Definitely.
it showed, and his quality really showed.
Alhamdulillah, I think it was definitely very key for the win. Very key.
How was the defensive line?
It was very good actually. I thought they were agile, dynamic, pushing up when needed, squeezing the play. So
Why is that important? So do you enjoy playing against a defense that's really high, say halfway line high, really high line?
As a striker, you want a defense to sit deep so you can sit deep, you know, less running for you. But if that defense is up, down, you have to move with them, you know. So as a striker, it's very bothersome. So I thought the defense did really good with that today. I think the number 4, I forgot.
Yes,
I don't know.
Cam.
I think he marshaled the back line really well today.
Yes.
He was confident on the ball as well.
Good.
So on the ball, off the ball, I think he done really well with that defense today.
I really do agree.
Yeah,
It's a
definitely.
really good game. They rose to the occasion. It was a huge
game.
There was a lot riding on it.
Definitely.
And the players, you know, the fans, especially after the Bath game, there was a lot relying on this game, and they showed their quality. So it's a good springboard to build upon for the next games. Western and the other. We have a very hard schedule coming up. So this was a really important 3 points
For sure.
to add to the board, you know.
Inshallah, long may it continue. May it continue getting 3 points and 3 points and 3 points and 3 points.
Inshallah, inshallah. Thank you very much, Muhammad.
Alhamdulillah.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
for
Thanks,
inviting me on.
No.
This
that's
is
okay.
match worn. This is match worn
Yes.
t-shirt
So if you see
for my
it on,
good brother.
if you see it on eBay, it was really given to me by authentic.
My man.
Thanks,
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you very much.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
I appreciate it.
Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you.